And I'm Ramel.
And we thought we would do a special Valentine's Day segment about relationships, so let's get it started. I have a few questions for you. First one, should you come to college in a relationship?
Maybe. It really all depends on how you are able to deal with the distance. I know a lot of the students here in Cortland, they're from Long Island.
Yeah,
so
I'm 5 hours away, so.
I'm from New York City. I'm about 4 hours away. So, I mean, again, if you can deal with the distance and, I guess deal with being separated from one another, you probably should stay in it.
I mean, from a girl's perspective, I feel like a lot of people cheat when they're in a long-distance relationship, especially since I'm 5 hours away. I know a lot of people cheat. They get a lot wrong. So I think that it's hard, especially at Cortland. I definitely would not be able to be in a long-distance relationship unless I'm really in love with the person. And I think that a lot of other people really shouldn't be in relationships while they're here because it really doesn't go well.
I never really do anything for Valentine's Day. And honestly, I don't ever feel any kind of way about not doing anything for Valentine's Day. So
there's no special girl that you want to ask on a date? You've never asked a girl on a date on Valentine's Day, ever?
Well,
that's just ridiculous. You're in college and you haven't asked one girl on a date before?
I have. I never said that.
Okay, so let's talk about that date.
Remember, we're talking about Valentine's Day. Specifically, one day out of 365.
Okay, I'm sorry. Have you asked a girl on a date before, in general?
Yes.
Explain it.
Yes.
Explain your best date that you've had. I'd love to know. Was it like on the beach, a picnicky kind of scene? Was it just like in your house where your mom did the cooking?
Oh, God. No. Whoa, I'm insulted. No, my mother doesn't cook anymore. I do.
Yeah?
Yes. Actually, that's one thing I have done. I have invited a girl over and I've cooked for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's impressive. What should you get a girl for Valentine's Day? As a guy, just for all the guys out there, what do you think is the best thing to get a girl?
I mean, if you know her well enough, you should, get something along her interests, or really, any.
So, what would you get me?
You have a very lovely scarf. I'd probably pick you up a couple more of those.
I would want flowers. Okay, guys, flowers, chocolate, something sentimental.
And a 7-foot teddy bear, why don't you?
Yes, okay, definitely.
That'll end up underneath the bed in about 2 days.
Something cute, take her out on a hot date, light some candles, do something fun and cute. Got it?
I understand. See, I sometimes like to think outside of the box from time to time,
That's a good idea,
Shake things up.
So, how would you describe the perfect date?
Well, I mean, I've actually been through this. Let me see. I've been in New York City, walking through Central Park, you end up.
Are you from the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love walking through Central Park in the city during the summer. It's nice and warm, You walk around for a while, people watch, then I guess you stop off at maybe a nice gelato spot,
Okay, next question. So, what qualities do you find most attractive in me?
I mean, you're fairly intelligent, No, really, like intelligence is really attractive, you don't want to sit there and talk to a stump on a log.
I agree. I feel like with girls too, we always want a guy that is intelligent, that looks like he has a good future ahead of him, looks like he's gonna make a lot of money, looks like he's gonna be able to support us. So that's what I would look for in a guy. But no, I'm not a gold digger. I don't want to.
I never said you would. I never said you were.
I felt like it came out like
that.
No,
not at all.
Just a guy that looks like he can support you. How long would you wait to propose to a girl at this age? I'm saying.
I'm 20.
In college.
In college?
Yeah. Right now, how long would you wait if you were dating a girl?
I'm waiting till well after I'm done with the college.
Well, the only reason I'm saying this is because I know a lot of people that are looking to get married now. If
you guys feel like you're compatible enough to where you can project yourself spending the rest of your life together, yes, go for it. Other than that, I mean, you guys aren't out of college yet. You guys have no job. I mean, you want to be able to support, living together. So you guys don't sit there arguing and bickering and throwing stuff across the living room, when you do move in together.
Especially nowadays, they said that the divorce rate is I want to say 75%. I could be wrong.
That's
but
high.
It's really high, and they say that you should really be with someone for 5 to 6 years to really know if you should be compatible with them. So, I mean, it really depends. And move in with them first because you don't want any surprises.
Yes.
If you get married and then move in.
Yeah, you don't want to find out they leave 30 socks all over the place or whatever.
Well, do you have any questions for me? Or
yes, I do. No, we are not done yet.
Okay, what do you have
You just poked and prodded at me. It's time for you.
All right, you have 3 questions. Go.
I get 3, all right. How would you like to be asked on a date?
Well, it depends. For Valentine's Day or in general?
I'm gonna say in general because Valentine's Day tends to get
Honestly,
way
it
up on
really
the pedestal.
depends because if a guy is funny, that's like the best quality. So if he does like a cute, funny, like asking me on a date in like a cute, funny way, I guess that's what I'd like. But anything just like cute in general, I guess. Like if he knows me as a person, do something that I'd like. I don't know. I like surprises, so definitely like as I walk in the room, there should be candles or something. And be like, let's go on a date. No, that's a little too much, but definitely
Candles are
something like
pretty
surprising.
inexpensive.
No, I like a Kim Kardashian type of proposal, type of being asked on a date. So I want to see like rose petals on the bed, something big.
Wow. What would you get a guy for Valentine's Day?
That's actually hard because I feel like it's so hard to get a guy a gift. I feel like they're so hard to shop for.
We're simple. Come on.
No,
It's
you
not
guys aren't though. That's the thing.
I don't know guys you've been dating, but I'm pretty simple in my own.
All right. So what would you want?
I'm the wrong person to ask for this.
You just said you're simple. There would be something simple to get you.
Feed me. If you can feed me.
Dinner?
I like a nice.
I thought you just said you're good at cooking.
I can cook.
I would expect the dinner.
Yeah, listen.
You can expect what comes after dinner. That would be.
Nothing wrong with that. Again, I've dated women where I've primarily spent the time cooking, and I'd like to see what your kitchen skills might look like.
You're right.
I watch enough Food Network.
Right,
I can pick up.
So that'll be your gift then. I'll cook you something for dinner.
And dessert, cheesecake.
Ooh, gotta love it. All right. Any other questions?
That is all.
That's it. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in.
Have a great Valentine's Day, people.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the only show that will write you a love song today, the Random Ramel Show. Now, in Japan, they do things a little bit differently. Honestly, I like to say more 50-50 speak, where on February 14th, women give men chocolates because when Valentine's Day, I guess, eventually got to Japan, there was a miscommunication. People thought women were supposed to give gifts to men, which honestly, I wouldn't mind. I'd love to be there. I've gotten nothing on Valentine's Day my entire life, but that's neither here nor there for my lonely self. And on a month later, March 14th, men give women gifts. So, I really like their tradition there, especially because my birthday's March 13th, so that would be a birthday present for me either way. And in Korea, they do it similar to Japan, but they're more hopeless romantic with it, where they have Valentine's Day, but every 14th of every month, there is a day commemorating love. Honestly, that is really, really cheesy. But for those of you who like this kind of stuff, I'm sure you'll appreciate it. Now, this has been another episode of Random Ramel. We'll see you guys next week. Give love to everybody. Everybody. No gold diggers.
Ladies and germs, what is up? I'm your hostess with the mostest, Storm Harris. This is Blazing Hot Topics, brought to you by CSTV with my main man, Bryan and Bryan. First off, I'd like to kick it to Foley, who has some really interesting topics to talk about with Nas and his upcoming album. Foley, take it away.
All right, we're going to start on music. So far, Nas has been very busy in 2014 working on not only his musical career, but on an autobiographical show titled Sweet Dreams for Xbox, which he also produces the music for. But not only that, 2014 marks the 20th anniversary of the Illmatic, and Nas also turns 40. He plans on dropping the new Illmatic on a date that hasn't been released yet, but it is very exciting to see that Nas, the Illmatic, which he dropped 20 years ago, is one of the greatest rap albums of all time, so it's good to see what he can do with this new album.
Absolutely. Arguably, I think, one of the greatest rap albums out.
Yeah.
Illmatic, I know people still knock tracks today, and to even consider 20 years ago, Nas is still in the game. Clearly one of the best, I would say, in everyone's top three, up there with Biggie
My number
and
one.
Pac. Bryan, would you like to
I honestly
elaborate
love
on Nas?
and I'm very excited for his new album. It's definitely gonna be a banger. Switching up to a more general thought of music, let's talk about how this trap scene is blowing up.
It's such a heavy influence in hip hop now, especially in house as well, is the heavy bass and the hi-hat combinations. And we see, a lot of kids, Vallejo, going out and, actually there seems to be kind of a following for this kind of music.
With the new modern music, there's all these what's known as EDM, which is like electric dance music. And pretty much off going that, like we've seen like a lot of popular artists like Katy Perry and names like that. Just like
Dark Horse. Yeah.
Absolutely.
like another popular song right now is Jason Derulo, Talk Dirty. That's featuring 2 Chainz, and pretty much that. The beat of like Dark Horse itself and Talk Dirty incorporates a lot of like trap style music, and pretty much like everything is blowing off of that, and like everyone's using the trap nowadays.
Well, I'm 100% sure if you are a Cortland student, you've heard Katy Perry Dark Horse. Wink, wink. We've all been there. First floor, second floor, however you do it.
See me
Second
there
floor is
later.
where it's at, though, to be completely honest. Let's be honest. First floor, don't really deal with country music, but whatever. Let's get back to the topic. We were talking about hot new music. Obviously, Katy Perry and Juicy J. Do you guys like that collaboration? I thought it was. I honestly think it's really good. But I mean, I don't know. It was different. I liked her. You know what? I also liked when she did that collabo with Kanye. I think it's interesting to see how she can span and try new things. What do you guys think?
Yeah, going off that, like I feel like it's great that like artists can like vary their type of music and like going off genre. Like you wouldn't expect Katy Perry to be working with Juicy J and stuff like that. So like it's great that like people like that are musically talented and be able to like break barriers and go on to other music.
Future has a song out with Pusha T and Pharrell. I don't know how you guys felt about Pharrell with that Gandalf hat at the Grammys, but I think he looked horrendous. But then again, he's a millionaire, so
I respect the man.
If I was a
respect the
millionaire,
man.
I'd be in Versace snakeskin.
He's
everything.
one of the best producers
Respect
in the
that.
game. I
Respect
respect him
that.
for what he does, not what he wears.
Skateboard P, he really is your favorite. But talking about the track, it's called Future, Move That Dope. It's a great song, great turn-up song. The message, don't really agree with it, but at the same time, if you're just chilling, having a good time, partying with your friends, great song to turn on. And I know my man Bryan wanted to talk about an up-and-coming artist, Kygo. Bryan, could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, well, this is an up-and-coming producer that's like more along the lines of the EDM music. In genres, placing-wise, he'd be considered like a melodic progressive house. But honestly, like I listen to his songs. I've showed many of my friends his song. It's very calming beats. It's like melodic. Like if you're trying to relax and just sit down and listen to some music, like very calming music. I recommend you guys check that out.
Honestly, it's really good. We wake up Saturday mornings after vicious Friday nights, and my man Vallejo's just got the Kygo going, and we're just literally just all vibes. It's really perfect. But now, let's switch it up a little bit from music. We're going to talk about some entertainment. The great show. I know a lot of people watching, tremendous following. Game of Thrones is coming back in the spring. I'm looking very forward to it.
A lot of people are.
Exactly, and just talk about how it ended off last season with the Red Wedding. A lot of people just got killed, died, which was miserable. But do you guys have any expectations on the next season?
I think it's going to be really good. Last season was a little slow, ended with a bang, but I mean, it's a great show. I've watched the last 3-4 seasons, so I can't wait to see what's coming out now.
Do you have any expectations, Bryan?
I just hope that they develop the dragons, pretty much. Like,
I think that is definitely the underline for everyone. Since season 1, everyone's been waiting, talking about the dragons, waiting. We saw the Khaleesi, when she walked into the fire. It was amazing.
she's a goddess.
A
beauty.
babe. Nonetheless, can we all agree on that? She's 100% a babe. Let's say it again. Khaleesi, she's a babe. 100%. But yeah, then again, by far, she's my favorite character. I think the show is just what to expect. I watched the preview summary. It was on HBO Go, and I'm just ready. I'm so ready for the season. They said there's gonna be a lot of blood, a lot of gore, but I'm just ready for it. But to wrap it up, I think we'll just one thing. Wolf of Wall Street. It was a great
Gotta
movie.
see it. Gotta
All I
see
want to say is Leo. He deserves an Oscar for that.
If
What do
he
you guys
doesn't-
think?
If he doesn't get it for
Wrap it
this,
up real quick.
I don't know what he would get it for. He hasn't gotten for any other movie he's ever done, and I don't think it's fair. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if
think-
this isn't it, I don't know what will be.
Honestly, he's one of the best actors to me in the game. Like, he completely deserves what. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten one yet.
Well, with that said, thank you so much for your time. This is Blazing Hot Topics, brought to you by CSTV with Bryan and your hostess with the mostest, Storm Harris. Thank you for